So I want to talk about market manipulation again today. Now, if you want to see other videos on market manipulation, you can follow these links right here. Today, I want to talk specifically about Elon Musk and Tesla. Now, case in point number one, he had this post out there in 2018 saying that he was ready to take Tesla private. There is no indication that this is at all true. What happens here? So, first off, let's go back and say he said we're going to do this at $420 a share. If we pull up a chart to that date, we're going to see that the close on that day was 75.91. But since then, we've had a 5-for-1 stock split. So that makes the price equivalent to 379.55. So close to 420, but not quite there. Of course, you can see on this chart that the reaction was immediately positive, and then it kind of went downhill from there. But that's partly due to what happened next. So he's out there saying, hey, this is true, this is real. Again, there's no evidence that there's any of this that is true, that he was able to go private for that share price. Finally, he announces, oh, you know what, after careful consideration, blah, 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 we're not doing this. And what we see here is kind of that initial reaction going up, and then subsequently, especially after this retweet, that this share price goes down by about 16% here. Now, the SEC gets involved. He loses his chairmanship for a period of about 3 years. He is fined $20 million. Tesla's fined $20 million. He buys $20 million of Tesla stock. He has to add 2 independent directors to the board of directors. And supposedly the in-house counsel now has to approve all of his tweets. That doesn't really happen. I'm not going to cover here, but he also kind of almost gets into some more trouble with one of his tweets after this. And there's a little bit of a negotiation there about what types of tweets need in-house counsel approval. So that's number one. The other thing is, of course, recently Bitcoin, here we are. So we know, thanks to some filings, that Tesla bought Bitcoin in January of 2021. We don't know when they bought it. We just know that they did buy it, in fact, somewhere in January 2021. We also know that on the 29th, he changed his LinkedIn profile, his Twitter profile, to have this hashtag Bitcoin in there. When he did that, we can see here that it had a tremendous impact on the share price. Pretty big pop there, you can see. Seems a little strange, or seems a little suspicious to me. We also know that come February, it wasn't until the 8th that Tesla submitted the paperwork to the SEC saying, hey, back in January, we did buy some Bitcoin. Now, the timing seems very suspicious to me. My guess is they bought it. He made the Bitcoin change. They announced it. Tesla's doing pretty well because of it. In fact, turns out that Tesla has made more holding Bitcoin for 1 month and over the full lifespan of the company. Again, we don't know exactly when in January, so that's kind of going off the worst case scenario versus the best case scenario for them. Seems a little suspicious to me. In fact, there is a paper regarding just Elon Musk tweets and how it moves the market. The conclusions are pretty significant in terms of his tweets move the market, both in terms of increased volume and increased returns. The abnormal return associated with his tweeting on Twitter is positive, nearly 19%. This seems like a place where the SEC might want to get involved, because clearly there is some kind of manipulation going here, or at least there's the effect from his tweets to the market. So also, I'm not the only one saying that. So Roubini has also said that the SEC needs to be looking into people like Elon Musk for their market manipulation on places like Twitter, specifically talked about his actions with Bitcoin. So something's crazy, a little suspicious going on here, to say the least. That's it for today. Thanks so much for listening. I'm Brian Kozlowski.